this is like about the old school Republicans versus new school, maybe populism, Trump Republicans. But then it's also about, and I think a really important part of this is that cesspool that they're referring to of people that might be in any party, but particularly in this case, we're talking about within the Republican Party that do consider themselves racist, that say things like Nick Fuentes, that will, elevate speech that's hateful and, attacking communities for no reason. And I think that when you embrace that type of language within the discourse and act like it's normal, but like, oh, this other thing that they said is fine, but this stuff we're just going to ignore. And that's what many people accuse Tucker Carlson of doing by not really, and he's a great interviewer, and not interviewing Nick Fuentes in a very hard, steadfast way like anybody who learned journalism properly would do. Well, then you leave the door open for, well, we'll take some of the ideas, but then all these bigoted ideas we'll take, but we'll ignore. And then it ends up defining your party.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I mean, I assume you watched the Tucker Carlson, Nick Fuentes interview?
I didn't watch the whole thing.
Oh.
No, I didn't.
Well, so I did watch it, and I would say that people were taking issue with tone as opposed to what was actually asked of Nick Fuentes. And the reason that Tucker decided to do this interview is because despite Nick Fuentes being deplatformed for basically every major social media website, including YouTube, X, Facebook, Instagram, and having to go fully independent in the truest sense of the word, he's managed to get this massive audience. And so it's trying to understand why that's happening. And since then, Tucker has also talked numerous times about what he disagrees with Nick Fuentes on and why he is actually concerned about young people and them flocking to this type of content creator. And he also, in the interview, made very clear where he stands on the issue of anti-Semitism and racism and some of those views expressed by Nick Fuentes.